Gagged by Caesar. How the 501c3 silenced the pulpit and branded the bride. This week we're hitting a pause on our Unveiling the Veil series to bring you some breaking news. On July 7th, 2025, the IRS announced that churches can now endorse their political candidates from behind the pulpit without losing their 501c3 tax-exempt status. See, this comes after a legal settlement between two Texas churches and the national religious broadcasters. The government is now calling it faith-based private speech, and they're selling it as freedom. But here's the truth, truth seekers. This isn't freedom. It's just a rebranding of the chains. Because when the state tells you what you can and can't say, who you can and can't endorse, it's still control. It's just dressed up like religious vocabulary. Let me be clear. This isn't liberation for the church. It's the next evolution of the compromise. They didn't loosen the gag order. They just made it look more comfortable. And that's why this episode couldn't wait. See, the government didn't need to burn down churches to silence the gospel. All it took was a tax break. And the bride of Christ, well, she signed the paperwork. Welcome to the episode they don't want you to hear, where we expose how the 501c3 turned pulpits into platforms, pastors into puppets, and the truth into a threat. Because when the government gives you permission on what to preach, that ain't preaching. That's propaganda from behind a pulpit. But we didn't take the bribe. We're going to show you how Truth Seekers Ministries will be built as a nonprofit, without compromise, without censorship, and most of all, without any gag orders from Caesar. This isn't an episode about being tax exempt. This is about being truth obedient. So, if you ever wondered why your pastor won't preach on sin, politics, or prophecy, this might be the reason why. And if you're tired of sermons that feel like PR campaigns for weak Christianity, this is the episode made for you. Welcome to the Truth Seekers Ministries, where the remnant gathers, where religion dies, and where the real church rises. We don't chase fame. We chase the fire. We don't build crowds. We build altars. And we're not afraid to speak what others are paid to avoid. Because we don't serve the state. We serve the king. So, let's get into this.